Hello my lovely crafty people, and we are back with Junk Journal January, and today is day 28, Still Life. And straight away my brain went to magazine cutting out and creating a still life image similar to those that you see paintings of. But then I thought, actually, what about the stillness of life? And so we're going to kind of interpret this as the stillness of life. And so I went back to my rather wonderful book of images, just because it really goes with this kit, and I found this image of this little chap just sat by a river fishing. And I thought, what are we all fishing for in life? We're all fishing for peace and hope and love and all of those things, and I quite like the fact that he's fishing for those. So we're going to do something with that. So let's open our book. And yesterday I did this watercolour image prompted by Rebel Unicorn. And today we are on still. So let's pop this up here. And as we discovered last time, we need to put the ruler in to hold it up, because we are on those last few pages and the back side of them is quite tricky. So we've got this lovely still wintry image, and I am going to cut this chap out with his pets. Just a bit of a rough cut. And as I was doing this, the Bible verse came to mind: be still and know that I am Lord. And I remember learning that as a kid, and then when I was teaching as well, I also remember teaching it to the children, and it's a great passage to just sit and meditate on. And we used to do it with, we'd start with be still and know that I am God, and then be still and know, be still, be. And just was a great meditative way of calming a crazy busy day in school. When we were in schools, there was very little calmness, very little time to just sit and reflect, because it's always go, 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 go. You've got to do this. You've got to achieve this. You've got to get this level. That's one of the reasons I left. Okay, so we've got this little chap just sat with his friends fishing, and I'm going to change the background, because what I want is I want him kind of sat on the top, and then we're going to create almost like fishes of words. So let's have him about there. So I'm going to come across, I'm going to tear around this. I might be changing my mind. I don't want to lose that. What else have we got in here? No, I don't want to have to print off anymore. Let's have this one. Okay, so we're going to go with this page. I'm going to bring it down to there. Okay, we're going to stick this page over there, because we're going to have the little hedgehog, and my little chap can be fishing for words of the hedgehog. I do like that little tree, but I think for today we're going to have a slightly different background. So I'm just going to stick that over the page. Okay. And that's the beauty of this kit. They all do go together really nicely. And then I want to have like a kind of, oh, let's have a little bit of that wallpaper actually. Okay, so we're just going to create like a kind of a thing for him to actually be sat on. I just want to come across like that, just to hide that kind of join in the page. I'm going to stick our little chap down. Then let's have him coming across from that side. Oh, because I'm sticking onto wallpaper, it's not necessarily sticking, but we will stick it down. If needs be, I'll get stronger glue out and stick it down. Right, so we've got our little chap fishing. So let's have some of the things we fish for to find stillness. So let's have peace. Love. Hope. Dreams. Friendship. Peace, love, hope, dreams, stillness. Okay. Peace, love, hope, joy. Have we got another one? Let's have faith. And let's just have that verse. Be still. And I'll have to look up where that verse comes from because I can't even remember. So really simple this page today. We're just creating that stillness, and he's just fishing for the things that can make him feel still inside. And actually some of the things that I fish for to find stillness. I do love a bit of mindfulness. I do Zentangle, and it's a great way of just calming your busy brain. If you've never done Zentangle, look it up. But also neurographic art, it just is a great way of, it's all just about repetition and quietening that brain from the busy humdrum of life. Now I'm just adding another little element to this chap just to kind of pull the page together. I'm just going to use a little bit more of that paper. And really just cover up that join on the page. I do love string when it works, but it doesn't always. Let's stick it down. Stick this nice big flower down. I've just thrown that across my craft area. I have no idea where that landed. Okay, let's find another nice big flower, because that one just went literally flying across the craft area. I'll find that in a minute. It'll be stuck to something. Oh my word. Right, be still and know that I am God. And let's have those little things that he's fishing for. Just going to add in a little bit of the shiny pen. Just to make those fish stand out. And I know I've got the hedgehog in the background, but I quite like the hedgehog in the background because hedgehogs are quite still. Although they travel miles each night, they're thought of to be quite still little animals, aren't they? Okay. And the last two. Okay, so there is still life, and rather than going with the very literal still life kind of images that you would have done if you did any kind of A-level or GCSE art, or any art really, kind of doing still life, I've gone for the stillness of life and all those things that can create stillness in our life. So let's pop that to one side. We are nearing the end of what I'm adding to the giveaway. And I did have to upgrade the box because it outgrew the box it was in. So this was a box I received, a magazine that I've got a subscription to. So all the lovely goodies that we've been putting in there previously are all still there. All the napkins, all the papers. I've added in this little rainbow notebook. It's got some lovely bright papers. And for today, I have gone through some of my paper scraps. I've taken out a signature out of the dictionary. Got some really fine tracing paper, some book pages out of that recipe book that looks like it's handwritten, and some black and white collage papers for you too. So that will go into this pack to be in with a chance of winning this lovely bundle of goodness. You need to join my Facebook group, create the Craftbeeclaire's crafting community, and post a picture of something, anything you have created during Junk Journal January. And as mentioned before, this is a UK only competition, I'm sorry, but postage dictates that it needs to be, really. Okay, so good luck with that, and I will join you tomorrow for softness. Now, the word soft just brings to mind blankets and cuddliness, so there we go. So there's today's page. Thanks for watching.